Hi, I'm Jim Gossert. I'm here with Solomon Yue, Republican National Committee man for the state of Oregon and chairman of Republicans Overseas. Kim Kettler-Paddock, Vice President of Communications for Republicans Overseas, and Randy Yalos from Paris, France, attorney and President of Republicans Overseas, France. We're here at in Salt Lake City, attending the Republican National Committee winter meeting, and we want to report to all of you on an extraordinary resolution that's just been passed. It was sponsored by Solomon, and its principal author was Randy. And why don't we start, Solomon? Why don't you start with telling us the general idea behind this resolution and how it got to this point?
Thank you, Jim, and hi, Jonathan. As you guys know, we got 917,000 Americans already killed by Wuhan virus. And we also got 45 million plus COVID victims. When I call COVID victims, really is that those people infected but survived. So with this kind of situation going on, and President Trump talked about we need to hold China accountable for Wuhan virus damages. During the campaign last year, he was talking about 10 trillion. Last December, he talked about 60 trillion worldwide reparations. So the question is, how are we going to collect? Randy is a lawyer. So I did my first draft. He finished the second draft, and I got 65 RNC co-sponsors representing 26 states in support of my resolution. And today, we just came out of the resolution committee meeting. My resolution is adopted by the RNC Resolution Committee unanimously.
And this is live news, really. I mean, this was 15 minutes ago. You left the committee room, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'd like to stop there if I can, because this is an extraordinary resolution. But the means of, if you will, punishment or enforcement on China is quite extraordinary in the way it's written into resolution. Tell us about the Foreign Sovereign Immunity Act, or Randy, maybe this is better a question for you. Can you tell us about the act and how you worked it into this resolution and the role that that potentially plays here in terms of, if you will, reparations or enforcement?
Okay, so under the general legal theory, sovereign governments are immune from any type of litigation and damages in another foreign country. And under the Foreign Sovereign Immunity Act are the only exceptions that exist where a sovereign nation can be held liable for damages. So the only way to hold China accountable financially for all the damages it did to American victims and businesses is providing for an additional exception. And that's what we work together with Solomon to put that together. What you should know, there have been a number of proposed bills across the Senate and across the House of Representatives that were done by Republican congressmen and senators that were wanting to provide new exceptions under this act. And that is the purpose of us, to be supportive of all these initiatives and establish a platform for the Republican Party. We are the first political party that takes a position against China and holding them accountable and liable for their acts.
That's correct. We're the first national party in the world holding China accountable. And when Randy talked about legislations could help our victims go like this. There are 5 class action lawsuits, but they're going nowhere because China has sovereign immunity. And there are 2 state AG means attorney generals, are suing China They're going nowhere because of China has sovereign immunity. With this resolution passing, and we ask this national party to support our congressmen, Republican congressmen, senators, their bills. Bills take away China's sovereign immunity, also have injunctions, seizure of Chinese government assets in America. Then auction off those assets and reward triple damages to COVID victims. So this really huge. Think about the world is going to follow us, right? And COVID victims are all over in the world, 5.6 million out there. So this really is a new day, and with resolution committee adopt my resolution unanimously, tomorrow the entire body, 168 members, the entire body will adopt it as well.
Solomon, I want to come back to that point, but I also want to bring Kim in. Kim, this is really, truly an extraordinary resolution. Your impressions really on how this fits in and its potential impact?
I think that this resolution is going to give a voice to all the victims of COVID, that somebody's actually standing up. I mean, we have the Olympics going on right now, the Genocide Olympics in Beijing, and we see all of these governments around the world giving credentials and kudos to a government which is creating genocide among the Uyghurs and who has unleashed this virus, lied about this virus, sent out propaganda, potentially sent out incorrect methods of treatment for victims, knew that ventilators would kill, still advised it. And no one is standing up to this government. And yet we have the first opportunity now to actually stand up and say, we're not going to take it. That people should not be a victim of this country because people are sold out and want the money. People are worth more than money, and it's important as a party that has always stood for the rights of the individual, for the dignity of humankind, for us to stand up for all of these people and to say enough is enough. It's a day that I feel very proud to be a Republican.
Randy, there's comparisons in the resolution, but I'd like your thoughts from a legal standpoint on the precedent of it. You referred to the 9/11 Commission. Can you talk about the relevance of the 9/11 Commission in the enforcement of this resolution?
Again, the 9/11 Commission will, if it's done within either the House of Representatives or in the Senate, they will have subpoena powers. And that's where our strength is in investigating, because naturally our Department of Justice and different bodies within the federal government have been lacking on the work they've been doing. And if we're able to use our subpoena powers, once we get back the majority either in the House or the Senate, we will be able to properly investigate the origins and provide additional discovery about China's liability in this case.
Solomon, I think I'd like to bring it back to you, and maybe this is a good question to wrap up on, but how do you characterize the entire potential impact of this resolution?
When we fully carry out this resolution, including passing legislations for reparations, and basically we're going to bankrupt China. As simple as that. Think about President Reagan took down SR with Star Wars initiative. This is President Trump's COVID reparations initiative.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Solomon Yue, thank you very much, and congratulations. Randy, congratulations. Kim, thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
Jim.
Jim Gossard.
Thank you.
From the,
Thank you, Jim.
Hey, Randy, I'm Jim Gossard. We're gonna wrap it up there, but this is news really about 20 minutes old from the winter Republican National Committee meeting in Salt Lake City, Utah. Jonathan, thanks very much.
Jonathan, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.